David Zambrano.
How you doing today?
Doing all right. It's a Tuesday. We got lots to do and are making progress. Mr. Zambrano, we've had a hard time getting you in here. We've got a lot going on here. In file 251521, you got a ticket on July 29th for driving without insurance and no valid license in possession. Those are both written under state statute. On July 25th, he got charged with driving with an unregistered vehicle in file 1523. On July 14th, he got charged with driving suspended and unregistered vehicle. That one's under White Pigeon Ordinance. So July was a bad.
Viewers, what do you think? At this point, do multiple charges in the same month scream bad luck? Or a reckless pattern that deserves jail time? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Per se, in the special appearance sui juris and in propria persona, I respectfully assert my rights to represent myself and have my constitutional rights recognized and upheld throughout these proceedings.
All right, well, that's certainly your right.
Sure.
Do you live in South Haven?
Actually, I'm the sojourner of the land. I don't have a residency at the.
Well, the reason I ask,
I won't do that,
if I need to send you mail, I need to know where to send it.
Right now, I do not have.
This is like quoting cheat codes from the internet in a courtroom. Spoiler alert. Judges don't accept YouTube law degrees.
What are the charges? Again, all the ones that...
Well, right now you're not doing a very good job of representing yourself because you don't even know what you're charged with. Let me tell you again. You're charged with no insurance. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to a year in jail, a fine of not less than $200 and not more than $500. That was on July 29th. On that same day, they charged you with no valid license in possession, even though your license is suspended. They didn't charge that. No operator's license in possession is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $100. On July 25th, no, that's the 29th. It's the same as the others. You got no insurance, no ops on person, unregistered vehicle. That was on July 29th. And those are all under state statute. And that one, they filed a formal complaint that alleges that you were driving suspended and you had an unregistered vehicle. And that is under White Pigeon Ordinance. Driving suspended is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. That carries 2 points and it requires that your license be suspended.
Notice how judges do this? They break down the real-world fix. Get insured, get registered, move on. Courts love solutions. But defendants lost in pseudo-law often miss the easy exit.
Attorney and see if they can come to some resolution of all the charges. Is that acceptable to you?
Actually, no, I have a few questions I need answered before we proceed. I don't understand the nature and the cause of this action against me. Is this a civil or criminal? It's criminal.
All right. You were here with your mom, and she's here with you, so it's good that you support each other. She asked me the same question, which points out to me that you're not qualified to represent yourself. You don't know the difference between a criminal matter and a civil matter. These are criminal matters. They could result in a jail sentence.
Quick poll. Would you ever risk representing yourself in court, especially if you didn't know the difference between civil and criminal? Be honest, yes or no?
The Constitution grants this court two types of jurisdictions.
Yes. All right, we're not going to get into this, what I call Jabberwocky, that has no legal effect. I don't know where you get it or where your mother got it, from an online source or somebody that told you this, or they they're giving you bad information. These are criminal matters. They're not terribly consequential. Normally, you wouldn't go to jail for these, although they do carry a potential jail sentence. Don't necessarily subscribe to our system, but I certainly don't subscribe to whatever you got written on the paper there. I propose we set this for a pretrial, and you try to get a registration and insurance, and then come in and share it with the prosecutor and the city attorney and see if we can resolve everything. If we can't, we can set.
That's the gavel drop moment. Judges will bend. But once they say, "You're wasting my time," you've lost any goodwill. Remember, courtrooms are about efficiency, not TikTok debates.
And I don't really wish to engage in this discussion. We've got about 40 other people waiting for their case, and you want to talk to me about how many angels can fit on the head of a pin. You're charged with 2 separate traffic offenses on 2 separate occasions. You have a right to have an attorney, and I'd be happy to appoint one for you, but you don't want to represent yourself, which is your right, but you don't have a right to waste my time. So if you either want me to set up for a pretrial, I can do that. That would be my preference. Then you can sit down with both prosecutors, ask these questions, and see if it can be resolved. If it can't, we can set up for a trial, either in front of a judge or a jury. What would you rather do here today?
Well, on the authority of the Sixth Amendment, I'm asking that the court discloses the jurisdiction that I asked.
I just did.
You said it's a statutory jurisdiction?
Yes. You're supremely
This is the tragedy of sovereign citizen cases. The system is literally offering a lifeline: insurance, registration, license reinstatement. But instead of grabbing it, the defendant clings to fake legal scripts that never work.
This matter because someone sold you a packet of information that has no relevance in the modern universe that we live in. So I'm going to set this for a pretrial.
Your Honor, that would be practicing law from the bench if you proceed without me.
I'm a lawyer. I'm a judge. I practice law from the bench. I do it every day, all day. And
we have a few more questions about this.
I don't have any more time to answer your questions. I have a question for you. What do you want me to do with it? Set it for a pretrial or set it for a trial?
Under a statutory jurisdiction, I've never heard of. I need to know where I can find the published rules of the criminal procedure under that.
Well, you can certainly find them on the internet. They're in the public library. You just put the number of the citation, 257904, under the Michigan compiled laws. All right. Mr. with a city and county for 2 weeks. Mr. Stickley is the chief public defender, and he's not exactly representing you. He's here to make sure that your rights are protected. And he also can give you some advice and maybe point in the direction of what you want to do. Again, it would be helpful if you would come in with insurance and a proper plate and perhaps an effort to get your license back. You don't want to stay on the driving suspended merry-go-round because it's very hard to get off of it. Once you get suspended, you live near White Pigeon. The other problem is I don't have an address for you, so I need a mailing address. We can use your mom's address, but I'm going to need you to give the clerks some sort of address where we can send things to you.
Could you deliver a general delivery to the post office?
Well, you can give them that.